10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 result. Thank you. And the
Wait, Dio!
No, he's going to...
So it has come to this, then.
What's going on? He hasn't even seen the results yet. No!
points have been assigned. Please check your bracelet.
Yes! It's opening!
Wait!
There's no point in trying to... The door is already open.
But...
What happened?
Sigma.
I see. Makes sense. I guess that's how this ends then. You had to make a choice that was right for you. And now... Goodbye, Sigma.
The number 9. This ends. Thank you. For as the game escape, please.
Well, that's it.
We can only hold out hope.
Sigma, for choosing ally.
What about Luna, Alice, and the old woman?
Maybe one of the people who just is...
Well, there's one other person.
God. You're right. I still have to find Quark.
Right.
I'm coming.
Two, 1, 0. Chromatic.
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
It looks like the device.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
It opened.
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means bring it on. Don't go soft on me now.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
It is kind of what is it for?
Well, I think it...
If you say so.
We need to find, key cards with moon symbols on them.
Yes. They should be somewhere in this...
Now, hold up, Governor.
No?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Oh yeah, that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, what is that?
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they give us all a, what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you. Cooper. Right you are, my old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Oh, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or a creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt G-O-L-E-M. But me and me mate, that's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there. That don't seem quite... After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-
That's way too long. We can't remember.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O...
Golem.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it? What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird? Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Well, they got cameras all over this place. And then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos.
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? You gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core. No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, mate. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all... Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions and those commands are sent over the wireless like boop boop boop, and eventually my body finally those commands cause actions what move. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Golem's kind of like a
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for? I'm autonomous. You sure, Governor? I watch you, and now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkled. You do these things on purpose. When you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, and who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea, when you turn a page in your book? What about when your eyes just go straight for the pair? Yeah, the list goes on, me chum. But all of those things are your subconscious. True, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the... That's how us Golems and the Young Master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Junior is the central part of the mainframe, and the Golem...
Righto! Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish.
And you said your back hurt earlier.
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right massive. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it...
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, Huff? Because you lot turned me on, is why. Especially that other missus over there. Right you are, Guv.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't. And more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. As a matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. Yeah, same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Huh? What question is... Right. So, not sure why you've got a bug up your arse about that particular... Curious, are you? Oh, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word of... Let's get you sorted then. Just lend me your Lords of Peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get... And what does pain mean to... Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room? Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty?
Can't say. Just tickles me fancy. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun.
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was all them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books watching. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese. See? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinwei with one of their countrymen. You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of Wow, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself. In the interest of extricating my body from its unpleasant predicament, and my software interprets that signal as pain. And it's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently?
Use your loaf. You listen to a word I... A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't. Like sit your bum down on a... Same thing for us, robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a... Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic... What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I mean, it's all the same. If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of... All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like you want to live a normal life. That's all you need to know. Lay it on me, Governor. Ah, right you are, mate. Right, got so carried away I near forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
Ugh, just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, like.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts here, but same thing for the rest of the bloke. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is this special artificial biological tissue, what's called, when a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of... Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few... Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was... See...
Command violation. rogue processes detected. Product ID G. Executing emergency deactivation. Unit GTMCMGOLM now inactive. No other rogue processes detected. Returning to surveillance mode.
It looks like it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
An ambidex gate has been 45 minutes.
Someone on the other team must have opened...
We have to hurry!
Why did you open...
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we would know.
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out. What were you planning to do if they didn't...
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just seems pretty straightforward. So what if they don't get back? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them. Sounds like a sweet deal. Tenmyoji's only got one BP. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to... In other words, they ought to be thanking. Well, what's this? Hair, not but both parts. Then, in other words, one person... What the hell, man? This wasn't it. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this. Of course.
I'm worried about the other. If time runs out...
They'll be penalized.
I know.
Quark is part of... Maybe something happened with him.
This is bad.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared! I mean, he's gone! We can't find him anywhere! When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we...
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into...
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he...
All right, we need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms...
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
He's not in the other two. There's no one here. Right, okay. Yeah, so... You want to see it? Fine. Follow me. The pantry. That drawer over there is stuffed. Wasn't half bad, actually. Yeah, there was some paella, nasi goreng. Oh, and I ate the chef's pot. Can't help it. I'm a growing girl. 20, I think. Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22. Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole. Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now. There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well. Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead. I guess you could say that. No, I was careful with the food, too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I ate something else! Twice cooked pork! What is it? Reminded you of what? Bullshit. I see. So the golem guy was turned off just when he was about to so the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of... Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China. Really? I don't think so. Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game... In other words...
Sigma! Phi! There you are! I've been looking all over for you! Something bad. Something Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B, so I came back here and... well... Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well,
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the hand. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you, and I'll...
Shut up! Don't you talk to me!
I'm sorry, Alice.
Wait! Clover, come!
it's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you. And think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she... If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, after all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically...
Well, yes, but none of us have ever met Alice before, right?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond. Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that there is every reason to think the same person. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can...
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy... Zero Senior seems to be rather...
No. There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slip.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body?
Maybe. But Zero's... You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run...
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
Minutes. All play. No.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt, but effective way to make... We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction. As such,
Hey, look. Two of...
Probably 10 meters.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with...
As long as one person in each...
Sharing their destiny.
Pretty much.
That's good news for you. After all, you're a pair. Well,
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dee. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you...
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Fi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you, and I've no doubt you could overpower Fi. If...
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence?
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you...
That seems pretty...
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion, and we'll take... But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very... See, my goal is to beat this game.
But, Fi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean, I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hard. We'd never escape. Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that you'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes,
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What? What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door! Fuck!
Invalid. Please reach members of a pair can...
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote? This is bullshit.
Dio will have 9 points.
But don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his... After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain until...
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Okay. Sig... You are going to choose Ally, right? Oh. Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 results. Thank you. Ambidex game. Results from round 2. Please direct. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see.
Thank you, Sigma. It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch. Because I'll choose ally? If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way. You're right. Okay. Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that. Oh, yes. That too. Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for?
No, everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah.
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
Yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait! Ow.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore. Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing if she had chosen betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect her.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose. Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fi.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you... You're acting like we're pals or something. Kind of skeeves me out, to be honest.
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you...
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
What are you getting at? Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen? Shut up.
If we could, change the subject. You must have been here for the results.
Oh, he checked the results and then left through the...
The Ambidex Gates, round 3 of the Star Keys. There is no set limit on usage of the star. The Ambidex Gates can be...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play...
You probably won't be allowed to play continue. There's a period of time between when the doors open.
Based off the last 2 rounds, Oh, remember what Zero...
As soon as the game's close, your couple pair and solo assignments hop.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green. Yes. Yes, that's... Yes. And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelet.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Chloe.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet, too.
I will try and find the remaining people. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet.
And don't forget to... we'll likely need it to get through the chromatic door.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
Shouldn't we decide on a time? Let's see. When do...
An hour and 20...
Then let's take half of that. What do you say?
Maybe. Maybe. You're not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her. A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure. Are you sure? Have you considered that it might be Luna? Why not? She would have just had to pick Betray. But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen Ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio. No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Run away? I wasn't running away. I just don't want to talk to you. I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it. I can't tell you. You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too. Before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourself? Anyway, I got...
What's wrong? Oh. Calm down. She's a cyan... Yeah. Snuck a peek at... And it looks like Alice's is... I'll hold on to this.
What?